So now it says setting up your meeting for Facebook Live.
Ah, that's better.
I know. Done.
Oh,
Redirecting.
we are
live.
I see you.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, the adventure of this morning.
And actually, it's a little bit like when we are painting, when we are drawing or anything, we don't really know where we are going,
Exactly.
And still it works.
And things go wrong, and paint will drip on the canvas, and brushes sometimes fly around, and it is just this adventure where we don't give up. And we try it again. It's so funny. It's our first Facebook Live together here. So Severine, bonjour, hello there. It's so
Hello,
great that
Bettina,
you joined me.
everyone.
We were playing with technology, and it didn't work, and it didn't work. And I said, oh, let's just try it again. And boom, we were live right away. It's like, okay. Hello, everyone out there. This is so awesome bonjour, that you are here. And we are going to talk about creation, about painting, about art and magic, which is like sometimes the universe will throw us in a pond, and then it's like, and now you swim. And you think like, well, this is not what I was asking for. But what if it is part of it, right?
Yeah, and it was so cool to observe you, because you were the seeker. You were looking at, okay, where could we go? And you were talking to the technology like, that's not what I want. No, not this one. And we were picking together, the energy we were.
Yeah.
It was like connecting to ourselves and looking for what was matching the energy of what we were asking for. So I was just, and that was so much ease in the end, because I was thinking, I wasn't imagining that it was so complicated, and you were not panicking. Or just, no, not this one. Okay, not this one.
Then I started over, which, like, look, guys, we are talking about creation here, and like, how often do we actually bang our heads against the walls because something is not working, instead of going around it, right? Or starting over. And in my studio, in the studio of life, also, not only an art studio, we can also start over. We don't have to, like, but how many of us are insisting upon, I started it and now I have to finish it, like this linear thinking, where we start here and then we have to go there and there and there. This reality is really all about that, where it has to make sense. And also we try to figure out before we even start, we try to figure out and decide what it's going to be.
Yeah, that's kind of a pushing the energy, like going against the wall. It's like pushing something that will never move, kind of, because it's just here. So we just have the choice is more going on another side and see what else is possible behind. It's like I was thinking about, this book of Alice in Wonderland, but the one, when you are on the other side of the mirror and something else, it's completely different there, but you can't imagine it with your head, with your mind. It's just about going through the adventure and discovering.
Yes, and that's cool that you say that. It is you find this in a lot of tales, like the Golden Compass, the movie, and where it's really about going into the unknown. You don't know what is there. And even Steve Jobs, the former co-founder of Apple, it's cool to read about his being, his journey, and what he said. He said that what we are taught to do in this reality is we try to connect the dots. It's like we want to create something and we try to connect the dots, but this is not possible, because you can connect dots once you are beyond the wall and you look back, then things start to make sense. But as we are creating, it doesn't make sense at times. You have to go into a cupboard and to go out the other side and find a magical world, which is like symbolic for the possibilities that open when we trust, when there is a lightness and we just choose it just because it doesn't make any sense, you know, but we just choose it. And like start like what we did today. I just said, well, I start over and boom, we were in the Facebook Live. We went through, we're in the more classical or old reality context, we would have said, it's not working, which is a conclusion. It's not working. It's where we stop.
We could have given up. Like, okay, we stop and let's still resist. This is so good to resist, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That resistance, the doubt, what is this actually, the giving up? Like any of you here on Facebook who will see this video or anywhere that we will post it, when you watch this video, like where have you actually given up because things didn't show up the way you thought they have to? Your painting didn't turn out the way you thought. Do you think any of my paintings ever turns out the way I think? No. Yet the amazing surprise that is possible by not having these like, I need to know before I create it what it's going to be. It might be that some people create that way, but would it be fun for you to create? It's like painting by numbers or something. Would it be fun for, I don't say it's wrong. It's just one of the things how we create. But is it fun for you to create that way? Or, you know, we are inviting you to the space of possibility with the Bring the Pieces Together art program, where it's a journey where we will actually invite all your capacities and gifts, and also look at if you are willing to go there, look at the places where you have stopped you, where you have given up on you because somebody said something, and maybe even several people said something. Maybe your entire tribe said something about your creation and you stopped. This is the moment when you gave up on you. Who cares what other people are saying?
Yeah, it's a bit like treasures that we left behind somewhere, and it's kind of putting kind of a distance between who we truly be and like the everyday life. And it's like two boxes and we are never, it's like a never ending story, right? We're just like always in that quest of who I truly be, what do I want to do of my life, which shelf I'm choosing, and nothing really makes sense in a way. And I experimented that several times when I was participating to your workshop. So many times it was just, okay, I don't know where I'm at. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't like what I'm doing. Blah, 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 blah. That was so funny. I'm observing myself in those area, and it's when there's something like this happening and I'm talking to you, it was just okay, and you're asking a question, and I like when you say, can I ask you a question? And I'm just okay. She's gonna explode my mind right now. I'm good with it. And it works because right after it's just opened a door.
Yeah, that is so true. Like truly a question can change everything. And, you know, I know this place so very well where I was, and I go there every once in a while again, where it's like resisting, avoiding, oh, this is uncomfortable. What is this? Or even for those of you, I do that too. I'm not creating enough. I'm not doing enough. I'm not blah, blah, and not this and not that, and not good enough, not tall enough, not not small enough, not right, where we go to this not place. And what if we just move around it and explore together what is possible? Let's just like let it go for a moment, like join the online, it's an online class, join our online art studio and see what it can create for your entire life. Because as you said, what if there is no separation, Severine, where we usually make it about, oh, this is the fun part of life, but it's separate from my work life or my job or my family or the chores, the obligations. But what if it is not? What if making space for art and creation and creativity and joy and exploration can really be such an amazing contribution to the other parts of your life that you have cut off, where you can just not see how it all works together. But I tell you, it doesn't make any sense. The how doesn't make any sense, yet it does. It's like when you choose something here, it will change everything. It will create an energy for your life. Not making you wrong is one of the biggest ahas that I had like in my life, and that I see for so many people. We go, it's almost the default position we go to, being wrong, not being enough, and doubting ourselves. And there's then all this avoiding and sort of checking out, not being present. But what if we actually really start being present in our lives? And I found that art, just the fact of creating something like that you made, you can look at it and marvel at it. It's and you can hang it in your office if you want to, or not. Hang it in your kitchen or in your living room, or whatever you choose. Yet I'm wondering what is possible when we just change the energies through color and through art, and we bring in joy into our lives. I wonder what world would be possible.
Yeah, and there's this creative, using a creative way to go just have fun, and at the same time that the mind is not functioning the same way when we are creating, like using art. And that's where, because when you're on the path, or I don't know, personal growth or consciousness or whatever you want to call that, it's easy to have kind of a strong mind sometimes, and there is little sneaky things that it's not so, they are so clever that they are so much hidden. Then this is where the creativity and art can reveal things that you wouldn't see another way. And there is things that I wasn't imagining that I was still having, like still carrying, like I was still enjoying to carry them. And that's where I was painting. And I have no level in painting. It's not about having a level. It's just using paint and to explore. And that this is where I was facing, oh, okay, I still have this active in my life and I wasn't aware of it. And this is where painting colors is revealing something that you wouldn't see another way. So it's like, what if paint was kind of a creator, like making a medium, making possible something that wouldn't be possible another way. And I was really enjoying that. And even when I wasn't having painting, sometimes I was just using markers and letting my body follow what was going on. It was really surprising to discover the picture. And even when it was very abstract, and you saw when I was doing, sometimes I was just, I don't know what I'm doing. And there was something, and there was words coming up for me. And there was really a path for me of discovering more of who I truly be. And I'm still gathering the information right now. just with one. And then
Wow.
one, and then one.
Yes. And what if this is a journey that actually is open-ended and like expands as you go and it never ends? How much can we, like, if we look at ourselves as infinite beings, well, how much is there to yet discover about us and be curious about? What is it that you all can create? I had no idea what I would be able to create with ease. Like, and how much, like how many different things. And I found out that I need to have like many projects, not just one. I cannot focus on one, yet I'm one of those creators. The more I have flying up in the air and juggling, they all contribute to each other. Then some magic is over there, and it doesn't make sense. It's out of control. Like the butterflies are totally out of control. The bees are out of control. Nature is out of control. But we try to control our own nature with conclusions and decisions, judgments, and then we go to the no and to the impossibility. So we are actually inviting you to the space of possibility. What do you not know about you yet, what you can create? And it is this fun journey where in our online studio, like whether you are an accomplished artist or a total novice, a beginner, we get together, and the beauty and the gift is that we contribute to each other. You might see something that somebody else is creating. I had this at art school, like this other girl there, she mixed a red with her watercolors that I was just like, wow. And I asked her, how did you mix this? It's a question, right? Like rather than going, oh, I never mixed a red like this. It's like, no, ask a question. What colors did you use to mix this? And of course she shared that with me and I made notes, right? So now I know how to mix it. And it, for me on my journey, the beauty is that I always discovered the gift that color is for me. I can get totally excited to find out how I actually can mix black, how I can mix a certain pink and a certain green. You know, it's like the journey of color and what is possible, like the colors that you might have never seen, or a color combination that can create something in your universe that is can just be described as joy and ease and magic. And like, wow, maybe you will find out you are going to paint your living room like this or whatever. But and there are so many ways to go about creativity. It's not that everybody has to become an artist, a fine artist, but maybe you will add some designs on your walls in your home, or you find out, well, I can actually do something here. And we go together on this journey and you find out and you choose. It's not that we are going to tell you, you have to do this. No, you choose what works for you and what doesn't. Yet the invitation is there to, as Severine said, explore. We are going to be adventurers and explorers, and we are going to look and turn around areas where you have hidden something about you, cast out, or thought you are bad. What if you are not? The most abstract, swirly painting that you create might hold gifts for you that you can unpack for years. Like eternal Christmas and birthday and New Year's and what else?
What, a celebration every day? No, don't want to celebrate. That's not funny.
Like chocolate every day. This is so funny. Until you have enough of it, and then what can you choose?
Yeah, I remember once you were asking that maybe, and I was telling you how much I wasn't comfortable with brown. Like I wasn't at ease with using brown. Even myself wearing brown was not. I was just feeling like maybe I was feeling like sick when I was wearing some certain colors, and brown was one of it. Black was, yes, nice and good, and brown wasn't ease for me. And that was really interesting to see, okay, I have points of views on using these colors. I don't know how to use it. And it was really conclusions. And it was really a different space then, because there is a generosity of spirit when you're sharing about, oh, but here is, can I ask you a question? And here is what you can do. And you're offering different possibilities that you see, but on my side, I wasn't seeing them. And I can experiment and receive the ease that was possible for me at that moment, and go to another stage and a different space than when I used to be. And now there is ease with that color that I couldn't use before, because I was just like, I didn't know how to use it. I was looking for a manual actually of colors, but it's not possible like this. And it's more about playing, and that's what I enjoyed. And last time that was really fun when there was this kid also here with his mother during the workshop. It was fun because he was just doing his things. He was so quiet and doing his own things, and then he was telling us all what was going on, and there was no doubt or any hesitation on which color using, how to use it, and what to do with it. That was wow for me. I was just, oh, he's being.
Yeah, exactly. And also what it is, each things with a certainty. It's like, and that reminded me of The Little Prince, Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, draw me a sheep. And the guy, as an adult, wanted to go to exactly drawing a sheep, but the little prince said, no, can you not just do this? And what he was drawing was like a line with a bump and a line, and then the adult, the pilot, is asking, like, this is a sheep? Where's this a sheep? Yeah, it's inside a snake. The snake ate it, and it's in there. So it's like it's really about where we cannot receive and perceive and also see what is there, and also have this like no point of view that the child had, right? Like, yeah, can you not see this? It's obvious. This is a tractor, and this is the trailer where you put things in. And this is actually what in abstract art they tried to break down, where we have this preconceived idea how we have to paint, like with perspective and all that. No, just look at it. Just look. And so we are inviting you to let go of the complicated head and really have the joy of creating, the joy of being with color and exploring, where you find out that brown is not equal brown. There are thousands of shades of possibilities, and it is actually a gift. So, Severine.
Yes. Can't wait. Sunday.
I know. We start on Sunday, July 5th. It is from 11 until 2 Central Daylight Time in the US. And this is the first Sunday out of 4 Sundays in July where we get together in the online studio space. And then in between, you get some home play and things that you can explore. And it's so that the class is actually, the energy has started already as we are talking here, and then it will take us through July. It would be really awesome to have you there and have so many people join. And if you need translation into French, Severine will be there and translate. If you need any other translation, well, let us know and we can see what's possible. Yay!
Thank you, Bettina.
Thank you so much, Severine. And I see you all soon. We will hopefully see you in the studio online. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.